Hey everybody, what's up? It's Chase. Let me know if you can hear me. As always, ooh, it's very green. I've got it very green in here right now. Very, very green. Let's see. All right, who's all in here? Let's see. There's William in the house. Hey, Becca. Becca's in the house. John. Mark H2O. What's up, man? $1.99 super chat. Looks like coming right off the rip. Thank you, my friend. Becca says, when I think of Thanksgiving, it brings comfort. So I always go for comfort movies. That's Night and Day, The Tourist. Nice. Yeah, we're going to get in to talk about a little bit of that because everybody's had some serious thoughts on all that. I'm going to move that back so it stops focusing and unfocusing. Never fear, Blockbuster Box Sets is here. What's up, man? You guys let me know you can hear me. Chill. Good evening. There we go. Mark H2O with a $4.99 $5 super chat says, counting down a minute. Still trying to figure out how to get the super chat to work. Well, it's working now. It showed up now. There it is. You guys will have to forgive me if my voice cuts a little bit. I just had to put some eye drops in my eyes. They were all red. All right, loud and clear. Mike, what's up, man? All right, can hear me? Hello, everyone. John Doe. Yeah, always get the likes up. That helps. Good, loud. You can hear me loud and clear. Good, good, good. All right, how's everybody? I haven't had a Thursday night live stream in a long time. Now my son's football season's over, so nothing on Thursday night or Friday nights now. You guys will never believe what is on, maybe you will, on TNT over there on TV right now is Christmas Vacation already. Gory Tiger in the house. Hello, Scott from Ohio. It was a winning season, but not good enough in the. It was 6-4, but that's not good enough to make the playoffs in our.
To be fair, 3 teams in our division
But
are nationally ranked.
Yeah, as Rish is saying over there off camera, we just happen to be in one of the most competitive divisions in the entire country for high school football. 3 of the top 15 nationally ranked teams are in our division, so that makes it a little tough. Or 3 of the top 20 now. I think one of them bumped down a little bit. Christmas Vacation is my favorite all time. Look, I'm starting to get my Christmas stuff up over here. There's my drink cup. My 20-something-year-old Metrix cup I got there. You guys can see I'm starting to work on my Christmas background decorations over here. Yeah, I got my... Everything is backwards. I still got to watch this. I got a lot of stuff to get out, but it's starting to get there. It really does. That's what my whole video was about. The why Thanksgiving's so different now, man. We jump on it so quick. The retail is so fast to get to the next thing. Oh, Mariah Carey has defrosted. I swear, Rish will be over there looking at like reels, and everybody's reel has that song on it. Kat, what are you doing over there?
He's looking the window. What are you doing?
You can knock that screen out and fall.
No, I test all the
Cat.
screens, and he doesn't push against them, and they're pretty sturdy because I checked them.
Some jambalaya, nice. Daniel, what's up? B MAGA. What's up? Changing. What we got? It looks like I see gremlins back there. Is that American werewolf back there? Me too, and I definitely will. Like my whole background will be a lot of like, you can't see behind the Grinch tree that's just sitting there right now, but that's 2 more copies of Christmas Vacation and all that stuff. Christmas Vacation. That's what it feels like, Sith. You get by. It's like by the time you get to the, I don't know, 8th or 9th of December, they're already wanting to move on to. You'll see the New Year stuff come out, and then the Valentine stuff will be right after it. You're watching Buck Rogers and me at the same time. Must be a slow night, or a bunch of other people must have a live stream going. There's 42 of us in here. Make sure you hit that like button. I don't usually, maybe everybody forgot that I do live streams sometimes. Or I've just pissed everybody off with my movie reviews here lately. It's so crazy, man. Like the algorithm, once we got to Halloween, like 2 days before Halloween, like you can see the graph. It's going like this, and then it just vertical drops down how many people that YouTube shows my channel to. It's insane. So like 3/4 of you guys probably don't even know I'm on. Nice. Yeah, that's like I'll decorate this all back here. I'll have like some snowy stuff, and I'll have some different stuff. I was just trying to save, like, I was trying to get to at least mid-November so I don't burn people out by the time we get to Christmas.
I'd rather burn you out.
Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Bad Santa. I watch Die Hard, Lethal Weapon are always on my Christmas movie / Christmas adjacent movies. Of course, I'll have my 25 days of Christmas Christmas movie watch list come in, and you might find some of those on there. Ha! He does. He does. Gamer Comedian says, I'll be watching Planes, Trains, and Automobiles this month. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching some I almost said Valentine's Day. Some Thanksgiving, some fall type stuff. But I'm also committed to, I'm going to show you these guys. I want to try to watch all of this month. Even if some of the stuff I have to watch in the background. I want to watch all the Criterions I just got, plus some. So, Breakfast Club, Nightmare Alley I've never seen. I'm really interested now that I just watched Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Les Cercles Rouges, I guess, is how you say it. Another Melville film. Mean Streets. Election seems like November seems like a good time to watch that. That's Reese Witherspoon is hilarious in that. Altered States. Oh, and I just got this Daughters of Darkness 4K. Crazy movie. So I'm trying to watch all of those this month too. I am determined to like watch all of my Criterions that I buy, and just more Criterions in general. Hey, Jacqueline. Does that say Little Sunshine on your picture, Zenobia? Hi, everybody. That's what I first thought of. Dr. Nick Riviera. You got an eye on an ugly Christmas sweater that says it's beginning to look a lot nice. So, that ought to go well. I mean, tonight's the first night that a Christmas movie has been put on, and that's just because I need to put it on something, but, like, I think, like, I'll give you in full disclosure, our Christmas stuff is going to go up this weekend, because it's just too busy for me, and I need to decorate this background anyway, so Oh, other people are doing live streams? Who else is doing live stream? Nobody's more important than me. What the hell are we doing? I mean, come on now. Mark, it's interesting. It's telling me to set a goal. Mark H2O. Because it always tells me to set a goal. Not working. Just froze up. Did it kick me out? No, I'm still here. It's telling me to set a goal because it always tells me to set a goal. And it's showing 2 separate super chats from you in there, but not in here. Very strange. I know that StreamYard has gone through some changes that everybody's complaining about too. All right, we're going to see what happens here. Let's see. Yeah, nothing is working. Yeah, told me to start a goal, but like nothing is working. I swear it does that because it wants you guys to contribute because it gets part of it. Anyway. Yeah, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings movies are good this time of year. I always do Rocky this time of year as well. Oh, the Nakatomi Advent Calendar would be cool. Absolutely, Russell. Appreciate you hanging out. Oh, mine's the first one. You just wanted to pop in and show some support. I appreciate that. Yeah, but I know people. I still don't really know what the hyping and boosting does, but it can't hurt. Like, I'll say this: like, my highest videos now, since November 1st, my highest videos are basically what my lowest videos were in September and October. So it's definitely it's just one of those things. YouTube went from giving my channel an average of like 12 to 15 million impressions each month. That's the amount of people it shows your channel to 2 or 3 million. So your views are just going to go down. Nice. I got to get History of Violence. That's one of the ones I still got to get. They didn't have it the other day at the store. Jacqueline, you out already? Hey, Crystal. What's up? Yeah, I like Dutch. Dutch is underrated. Dutch is a lot of fun. Yeah, I could see watching that around now. Back to the Future, definitely. That was on my movies that feel like fall, feel like November list because, well, hell, he goes back to November 5th, 1955? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Like, I know I talked to some other big YouTubers, and they're like, every November it drops. It just seems like this year it was like way, way worse, particularly for like small to mid-sized channels. Appreciate you jumping in, Gene. Have a good night. Seb, what's up? So yeah, I have no idea other than that. But you can see it's like a. I don't know if Mike from Blockbuster Box Sets is still in here, but like I sent him a picture of the graph, and you could just see like the graph, and it was like the line graph. It's like this, and then like October 30th, it goes. It wasn't like a tail off; it was a vertical drop. Sal, how do I feel? I mean, I like foreign films. It depends on the film. Just depends on the film. Our house is half Christmas, half Thanksgiving. Yeah. Oh, you have a Friendsgiving. Um, yeah, I mean, that's that's kind of like got to be a bigger thing in the past years. Oh, I'm glad you like Black Friday, Jello John. It's fun. It's fun. The years do really well. Like, see, mine tanked really bad at the start of this month. Last year they tanked really bad right now. Now they tend to pick up right after Thanksgiving again. So hopefully they will. But a lot of people, like, I had a really big YouTuber. When I say big, I mean over millions subscribers. Say that, behind the scenes, YouTube begins to start pushing Christmas and that holiday content about 3 or 4 days before Halloween. So they want you. And I kind of covered that in my Thanksgiving video. So they kind of want you to jump right from Halloween content to Christmas and other, like that kind of content, because that's where the advertisers move their dollars. And if you don't do that, then they don't push your video as much because the advertisers don't want that. So, but I just couldn't go right from. There's not enough for a channel for what we do. There's not enough Christmas content to last for 2 months like there is Halloween. Well, Halloween stuff is record high for me. Halloween stuff every year is record high for those 2 months. So it really prioritizes that, and then it wants to jump to Christmas. So if you don't start jumping at the right time, it just shoves you off the cliff. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah, AI videos have massively invaded YouTube. Also, what's it called? My buddy Jason at Movie Mass 4K was telling me, because I've been inundated with video recommendations lately for videos where it's a person, but the video will have like 150,000 views, but only 4 or 5 likes and only 2 or 3 comments. So it's like they had they paid for like an engagement farm, like they paid for views or something. So, I mean, I just think it shifts from horror content. Like, I think it's a shift. Like, because the only time of year I do only horror is September and October. The rest of the time I don't do only horror. I'll do 1 or 2 horror videos a week, maybe. So maybe somewhere between 5 and 8 horror videos a month out of 27, 28 videos. It's only September and October where it's all horror. Well, welcome to the party, Slasher Queen. They should be. Oh God, yeah, I could start reviewing all the Hallmark movies. Bleh.
I can help you.
Rich is like, I can help you, and I will run headlong into a tree to make myself feel better. Yeah, September and October, the channel takes off. Now, if it mirrors what it did last year, which my channel was still very new last year, but if it mirrors what it did last year, it'll pick back up like right after Thanksgiving. Not to the September October levels, but it'll pick back up. Seb, or Some8 says, Chase, what makes a good movie? A good script. Period. A good story, good script. The old saying is that you can make a bad movie from a great script, but you cannot make a great movie from a bad script. Yeah, transitional stuff, like, it's important for me to, like, step back and be like, okay, let me ease off hard just a little bit, move into a few of these things, and kind of cleanse the palate for at least 10 days or so. Then we can start ramping up towards Christmas. AI is getting really scary. What's up, Eli? Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Hit all the buttons. Sub if you haven't. All that kind of stuff. It really helps me out. Especially this time of year. Yeah, Hallmark. Bleh. They got one storyline they just do differently. Crystal's trying to go through my back catalog, she told me. And I was like, I'm trying to warn her that, like, I used to do much slower, more conversational pace, and people just didn't have the patience for it. Mrs. Pop Culture. Yeah. Van Gool, what's up? I haven't watched it yet, but it's right over there, B-Maga. Right there behind my finger. But I have been saving it. I haven't watched it yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will watch that for sure. I'm a big fan. You can see my others over here. I like those movies. It's definitely, that's what it reminded me of, a Disney-fied Star Wars movie. This thing is like struggle busting. It's wanting to, here, let me try to move this. It's wanting to focus on that. The fact that I do a long form is pretty... Man, I'm going to tell you, it gets tough. It gets tough. It gets real tough. Like, there are some days where I'm like, I have been really trying to work ahead where I don't have to get up and, like, do everything else I need to and make a video and edit it and get it up every day on the platform. But the problem is the last couple times I've been able to get like 5 or 6 videos ahead, we've gone out of town. And it used them up. So by the time we got back, I was right back to it. So I am desperately trying to get ahead. That way I can make a video every other day, but a video comes out every day, if that makes sense. But to do that, you have to put forth a few days of really long hours of filming and editing. Oh, they sell fast. Yeah, I just think it's the overload, really, like I talked about in the video. I think it's the overload of a lot of things, but it's the retail rush. It's the retail push. They have moved up the retail calendar so far now that we're never allowed to be where our feet are. We're never allowed to be in the moment because they're always pushing the next moment. so far ahead. And I really think that's what it comes down to. Trying to get my camera to stop unfocusing. Let's try that. $73 Glen Powell. 72. It's a light night. There must be some more important people having live streams tonight. I have seen Trapped in Paradise, but I haven't seen that in a long time. Yo, there's my man Jason at Movie Mass 4K. There he is. Ah, the film noir video. I had no idea. It's one of my favorite genres. Well, I know some purists, and I think Jason will have my back on this. He's in here. Some purists really got on me for that list because I had neo-noir, and I kept hearing, this isn't a neo-noir, this isn't that. And I'm like, y'all, yeah, it is. Christmas, Bloody Christmas. I don't think I've seen that. I gotta say, I am not excited to see that. I'm such a big Arnold fan, and I really like the original, and I feel like remaking Arnold movies. It's like remaking Stallone movies like that. I don't know about it. Oh yeah, oh well, there's nothing, she's covered up. It's like from the 1970? 69 or 70, something like that. Christmas edition. Coca-Cola sponsored. Unscripted videos like what? I mean, I don't actually write, like, for my lists, I write bullet points. There's no way I'm writing all that shit out. I write bullet points. Here's the date. Don't forget this fact. Don't forget that fact. Or, don't forget to mention this. Don't forget to mention that. I just write bullets and keywords. Everything else I'm just saying as it comes to me. Because I'd be here all day trying to write full scripts for those. But like today's video, my review was mostly just me talking. Again, just bullet points. And so here's a perfect example. I tried to keep today's video, the review, the Guillermo del Toro review, to about 10 or 11 minutes. And because, I just write out a little bit and notes and everything else, and I start talking and going into it, the next thing I know, it's like 17, 18-minute video. So that's the only downside of not giving myself any notes. But I don't sit and write full scripts either. So I don't know, like what kind of video would you want? Yeah, that's really tough. That's really tough. Trying to do all that. Yeah, see, Jason loves neo-noir. I caught so much heat for Who Framed Roger Rabbit being on the list. I caught a lot of heat for Dick Tracy and Watchmen being on the list. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit is literally noir for kids. It's Chinatown for kids. And Dick Tracy is awesome. It takes that whole noir pulp. Like, you can't give me Sin City and tell me that is great noir or neo noir or however you want to, whichever one you want to label it as, and then tell me Dick Tracy isn't. So, and oh my God, Watchmen is noir, friggin' superhero noir. Like, I've been rewatching that. Holy smokes, is that noir? No problem. Oh, you're a huge Art the Clown fan since Terrifier 2. My son liked Terrifier 2 the best of them. There is a low amount, for sure. There's some low T. The original... Oh, yeah. The Running Man. If I like Verhoeven movies, I'll like the new Running Man. I'm a big Verhoeven guy, but I mean, I could I could say that the first movie feels very Verhoeven in a lot of ways. That's a lot of satire going on in that movie. Hey, Gretchen, aka Meredith, how are you? Yeah, I like Dick Tracy a lot. That color pops. That needs a 4K. Too many people worried about sticking everything in the tiny little boxes so they can be disagreeable. That is for sure. How is it not? How is it not noir? You gotta tell me how it's not. You even have a femme fatale. Yeah, she's a cartoon, but she's a femme fatale. Oh, nice. Well, I collect them all. Out of the, you've got so if you can find Showgirls, that's one of the best 4Ks they ever did, and a very cool VSU. Beastmaster and Golden Child. Those would be the other ones I'd recommend you track down. Cloak and Dagger is great too. See him right there over my shoulder. I know he is. I just don't understand what his problem is with that. Oh yeah, Meredith is trying to fix her YouTube channel because YouTube bogus banned her, kicked her off because of there's a lot of channels that got like axed for no reason or because they thought they were connected to other channels or whatever. So she's trying to get that fixed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's sort of the if it's you can't tell me Sin City is and then like Watchmen and Dick Tracy and even Roger Rabbit aren't. Yeah, I'm just not really. I can't get myself behind that either. Half the fun of lists is disagreeing with them or feeling good that somebody. That's true. That's true. And when you don't validate someone's opinion, then they get mad. That's the thing. The problem is when you go past getting angry, when you go past getting mad, and like it's the personal insults come. You know, you call yourself a filmmaker, you don't know anything. You say you taught film, you know nothing. You know because this film wasn't on here or you know, there are even times on lists that I have to remind people like I think like the werewolf list. Like I did 2 werewolf lists. I did the 15 best werewolf movies of all time, and I did 10 underrated werewolf movies. And on the underrated werewolf movies list, I had so many people jump on me. How can you not have Dog Soldiers on here? Well, Dog Soldiers is on the best werewolf movies list because Dog Soldiers is not underseen anymore. It's got multiple prestige 4K releases and everything else. It's not underseen anymore. Oh yeah, there are people that just want to disagree to be disagreeable. Somebody today on one of my posts from like 3 weeks ago accused me of deleting someone's comment. And I was like, what? And they were like, you deleted the original Fuzz's comment. And I'm like, it's still right here. I can read it. I don't know why you can't see it, but Fuzz and I are friends. Like, I wouldn't delete his comment. And then he just proceeded to just spam me, attacking, till I, finally had to just get rid of him. Like, what is wrong with you? Thanks, B MAGA. I gotta get that one. I think we're gonna get one now. Because the rights reverted back to the original owner from Disney, and they didn't fight it. See, they didn't use it. They didn't use it enough. They didn't do anything new with the movie, so they didn't update the rights. So now he's gonna get the movie back. Which is what I was saying, they told me from Scream Factory why they re-released some things a couple years or so later in a new format or on Steelbook or whatever, maintains the rights. And then, I was told that there's, another channel out there. It's like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That doesn't make any sense. That's completely stupid. And I'm like, just literally happened to Disney. It's happened to me with one of my own movies. Like, so, and they told me that. So, I'm just relaying the info. Nice. Oh, yeah, Silver Bullet. That's a must. Thank you. People just want to pick stuff apart. People generally, want to argue and be miserable, and, I'm just not that. I want to have fun talking lists. Now, if you tell me I don't know anything, and, it's like somebody's like, well, just because you taught film and went to film school and make films and you're a writer and you did this and you did that in movies, that doesn't make your thoughts on a movie any better than mine. I'm like, well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but, if I don't go to my doctor and be like, hey, doctor, just because you went to medical school and trained and did all this stuff doesn't mean you know any better than me, because I watched the surgery and Googled it. It kind of, makes me laugh. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Just back up your opinion. Not just say you're stupid because you don't agree with my opinion. I haven't seen the new version. I didn't even think the new version was out yet. I don't know. I just can't picture that movie without Arnold now. Yeah, I've heard it was pretty good. I still haven't seen that, though. Yep. It's funny because my son, we watched those, and he really liked the second one, but he thought the third one was over the top, even for him, and cartoony. Hey, Meredith, thank you. She said, I'm still working on my video game demo. I've just been very crazy. Thank you, Meredith. I appreciate the $10 super chat. I understand being so busy. This is the first week since June that I have not had to travel back and forth multiple times a day, hours a day for football. So, And even this week, once I still had to try, we still had to go for something. So I am still trying to catch my breath and getting used to a couple of weeks of maybe finally being able to get ahead and get caught back up where I'm not giving up 4+ hours a day, 3 days a week and 8 hours a day to football 2 other days a week. So I understand. Like, I feel like I'm catching my breath. I appreciate it, man. That's what I felt the need today in my review video to kind of explain what a professional reviewer should do. I see so much like everything is clickbait. It's the greatest in all the world, and everything else that came before it sucks. Or it is the worst movie ever, and it should never be watched. And there's never a critique. There's never a which is probably why my reviews don't do as well, because I don't put I don't. The algorithm knows what you're saying in your videos, and my discussion of reviews is nuanced back and forth. Just like when I was teaching or writing, it's like, this was good, I like this, and here's why. This I didn't think worked, and here is why. From a technical objective and a subjective standpoint. And so I go back and forth, and most people can't do that anymore. It's got to be headline great or headline horrible, and I just don't do that. William Driver in the house. What's up? Oh, man, that's 2 of my favorites all time. 2 of my favorites all time. That's hard to pick. I mean, Stallone's the better actor. There's no doubt about that. Oh, Matt, I appreciate it. Matching Meredith for all the amazing spooky season content and the rest of the upcoming holiday season. Matt, thank you so much. Cheers, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see another one down there, too. Crystal with a $5 super chat. I appreciate that. She says, come on, y'all. Let's help Chase meet the goal on super chats. Thank you for that. Now, Crystal is one of my Patreon members. She's a channel member, too, but she's a Patreon member. So she got to see my Criterion Hunt that I just had at the Mall of Georgia, and that was fun. It's fun to still get to do those. It's fun to still get to do those. Hey, Jack, I have a page on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook very much. I have a page, American Vintage Adventures, on Facebook, and then I'm on there personally as me. But I'm not on there that much. I forget about it most of the time. I mean, it's so hard. Like, you can't imagine how big of a massive Arnold fan I am. Like, I'm sitting here looking at one of my favorite things over there, my book, my Arnold book by Tation. It's this big, that he signed. It's, yeah. Thank you, Meredith. It's been hard. Like, I gotta admit, like, I'm not ashamed to admit, like, watching, it's been hard, and like, it's just tough because you do the same amount of work, right? And to see, and you think, okay, finally my videos are breaking through, and for 2 months it's finally going through, and you're reaching people, and you're bringing new people in, and they're enjoying the content, and you're talking to all these people, and your videos are doing well. And then all of a sudden they like stop showing your videos to people, and it goes down, and then you're grinding doing this work again, and you're like, people aren't seeing my videos anymore. Like yesterday, I shared this. I'll let you guys behind the scenes on my Patreon. My video yesterday on the 10 best Thanksgiving horror movies, which we're going to talk about some Thanksgiving movies here in a minute. My 10 best Thanksgiving horror movies only got 93 views in the first hour. That is the least amount of views that I've gotten on a video since I had less than 5,000 subscribers. And the previous 2 months, my videos averaged about 900 to 1,500 views in the first hour. And this one got 93. And it was the least I had had in the first hour on a video in over a year. And it's like, I'm not doing anything any different. I am putting in the same amount of work, the same amount of video, the same amount of time, the same amount of everything, doing the stuff the same way. And they're just not showing it. Like 90% of my own subscribers didn't even know the video went up. So, you know, that's tough. So I appreciate you guys here and all your support. No, it can't. It can't. That's good though. Because I like to push my own boundaries. Like my subscription this year to Vinegar Syndrome was about pushing me, and I'll buy Criterion movies. Like I did, you know, and I taught film, but like I still wasn't interested in every type of film genre to sit down and watch. So like this year, I did a thing where I had like Jason from Movie Mask 4K and Brian from The Last Movie Standing, and I forget who all. Like I think Jordan at the Movie Den. A couple of people recommend blind buys for me to watch, and like, you know, Jason recommended Lay Samurai. I knew about the movie. I taught film. Of course I knew about the movie. I've never watched it. And I probably never would have. And is it my favorite movie? Do I like it as much as Jason? No. But I identified with something immediately. First of all, the cinematography. You know, because I make movies, I love how it looked. So I loved that. I love the cinematography of it. But I also identified with the character in the strict code he lives by, because that's how I always have internalized myself. That's how I live, try to live. And so that made me gravitate towards this movie very much. And because of that, otherwise I would have probably never watched it, right? Because of that, I went and bought this. Le Cercle Le Rouge. You know, it's more French noir here. Same thing with Alain Delon. Alain Delon. Is that how you say his name? Alain Delon. I always want to call him Alan, but it's Alain Delon. And it's another Jean-Pierre Melville film. But, you know, that's the thing. I push myself to watch other stuff. And whether it's highbrow Criterion or lowbrow, you know, what we were talking about, Satan's Elbow, number 9 the other night, I enjoy pushing myself to watch other stuff. Because I'm always going to go back to my favorites, right? Always going to go back to my favorites. But, you know, there's other flavors of food to try out there. Don't mean you got to live off of them. You go back and live off of your favorites, right? The Beastmasters and the Roadhouses and the Keeps and the Back to the Futures and the Indiana Joneses and the Rockies and stuff like that. I love you, Meredith. I appreciate that. Well, Arnold, so the way I always say it like this is well, first of all, Stallone has been nominated for acting awards, right? Like, he's been nominated for Oscars and Golden Globes and stuff like that. But here's the thing. There are actors, in my opinion, there are actors, and then there are movie stars, right? But there are very few movie stars who are actors as well. And I think Stallone is a movie star who is an actor as well. I think Harrison Ford's a movie star who is an actor. I think, whereas Arnold, I think of him as a movie star first. I think of, you know, The Rock. He's not an actor at all. He's a movie star. He's not as good an actor as Arnold at all. So that's how I think of it. And then you have people over here like Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman's a hell of an actor, but he ain't a movie star. So that's how I always sort it in my mind. Yeah, the clickbait channels gets old fast. Yeah, I can't, man. Because I want to be around doing this for a long time. I don't want to just be like, here's this big flashing billboard, look at me now, and then forget about me. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to build a community. Filmmaker to filmmaker, how many times have I rebranded my film production company? You know what? I've never done it. It's always been Spirit World Productions. I've never done it. And that doesn't come, I think I've told the story, but that doesn't come from doing horror movies, the name Spirit World Productions. We were in here working in pre-production on the first movie I ever did, and we were watching Young Guns in the background, and there's the scene where they're doing peyote, and they go through the Indian reservation, and he's like, hey, Chavez, how come they ain't killing us? And the other one says, because we're in the spirit world, asshole, they can't see us. That's where the name came from. So everybody thought, oh, it's because you do horror movies. Like, nope. Nope. And I've done more than horror movies. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Jason and probably Brian on. We're gonna record a live watch along commentary to a couple of my movies. Probably one of them is my drama, and I'm gonna make that available to my Patreon fans, because I can't. There's too much stuff I can't show on YouTube to do it live. Yeah, Facebook. I've never even tried to do very much on Facebook because it's always just been here. I did not see that. Did not watch it. For some reason, I resemble Jean-Claude Van Damme. Literally scissor kicking the shit out of these movie reviews and every other internet haters. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Like, I take the heat. My new movie reviews, I don't know how much of them I continue to do, but like sometimes I have stuff I want to say about a new movie and share it. That's why I do it, because the videos don't do very well on my channel at all. The algorithm doesn't like me doing those, I guess, but I like doing them. And I already keep enough stuff for, like, all my physical media stuff pretty much is for Patreon and YouTube channel members only, so I don't want to put everything over there. So let's see. Yeah, like today's video. Today's video on Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein has only 1,186 views and minus 9 subscribers. Well, that's not a good sign. Or excuse me, minus 4 subscribers. So I guess I angered some people with my review. I don't know why. But it ranks 9th out of the last 10 videos that I've put up. So, but I wanted to do it. So I enjoyed it. Hey, Cruising with Alina, hello. How are you doing? Oh, this is being broadcast, in case you guys don't know. Any of you who don't know, I have a channel that actually started before this one, like, I guess 3 years ago in November now. American Vintage Adventures. And it started out because I met Risha at Disney, and I started vlogging the parks because we're big Universal parks and Disney parks and cruise fans. That's what we do. That's what we spend our money on. The rest of the time, just watch movies. We don't spend money on anything else. But we like to go down there because we can drive down in about 6.5 hours or so. And so on my other channel, I vlog going to the parks, review the food, the rides, all kinds of stuff that we do. So this stream is actually going out to that channel too, because I just haven't had as much time, and we can't go as much during football season. So I haven't had as much time to go down there and make videos to put on that channel. So some of you in here, holler if you're from American Vintage Adventures side. And if you're not, subscribe over there. If you want to see some funny videos of me, like with friends like doing drinking around the world competitions at Epcot, or stuff like that, or ride challenges and stuff like that, you'll get a kick out of that channel. Thank you, Steffi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody, like, I know people say that, but, like, I genuinely appreciate it. It's the same, like, when people watch the channel. It's the same way when they used to bring me to, like, horror conventions and movie conventions, to sit there all weekend and, like, sign my movies and pictures and stuff like that. Like, I genuinely appreciate it. Like, and I have fun, and I have fun talking. Like, I was telling Risha, even one time I was sitting there and I was signing an autograph and doing a picture with somebody and gave them my movie, and I had to hurry up and give them the movie and give them a hug and everything else, because I had to chase down these parents who were dressed up, and they had their son was dressed up as Sam for Trick or Treat, and at the convention. So I ran over to get a picture made with all of them. And I mean, I have fun. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate, like, when I'm at Universal or Disney, sometimes people will come up to me that have seen my videos from doing that stuff. And I like that stuff. Like, I'm not one of those people that go, oh, get away from me. Like, I think it's super cool. So I appreciate it all. I really do. Yeah, and the kids then think I'm famous. Like, it's so weird. Like, I've made movies with famous people. I've got movies on streaming services right now, and yet my kids think I'm famous because I do YouTube. So it's funny. Oh, Australia, you didn't have Thanksgiving, but you love Disney. Like, I've heard that too, from people like, oh, I didn't do... And I think that might be part of... You might have hit on something as why, like, this time of year is video, and I didn't think about that, so thank you. Maybe that's part of the reason why the videos, like with Thanksgiving, this in-between time, doesn't do as well, because not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving, and they don't celebrate it at the same time. Like, Canada celebrates it in October, right? So their version of Thanksgiving. So not everybody has Thanksgiving, so it's not as universal to the YouTube algorithm. So that might make a little sense there too. But yeah, I love going to Disney World. Disney World is we're huge parks fans. Huge parks. We're actually going yeah, we met there, but I said that earlier, but we're going in like December. We go every December for like the Christmas stuff. And so we'll be going middle of December this year, I think. Thank you, Drew. I am renewing my Vinegar Syndrome subscription. I am. It's a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to get rid of the movies that I don't want to keep. There's probably, by the end of the year, there'll be probably like 8 or so, 9 that I know I'm never going to watch again. And I'm not trying to collect every movie they put out. So I'll move those out of the collection. But it's been a whole lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's less to renew. It's like $900 to renew, I think. It's $900 worth of fun, man. Like, over the course of a year. Yeah, like, who likes every movie that you've seen? Anything you should know before starting a YouTube podcast? Just be yourself and talk about the things that you like and you are excited about and you can talk about for a long time, and fact check yourself as much as you can, because everybody's waiting on you to slip up and make a mistake on something that you say. That's it. Like, you might say, like, you might just say, yeah, you might say it's like 1987, 86, and like, no, it's 85. You were wrong. I'm like, okay, it was 85. Like, or you might say, you might just say, I had somebody the other day correct me because I said, I love Breakfast Club. And somebody's like, it's not Breakfast Club, it's the Breakfast Club. I'm like, okay, you feel better? Like, you know how many times I've seen that movie? Oh, awesome, Drew. Yeah, it's fun. I love going down there. When are you going? Is it Elena? Elena? Is that how you say it? When are you going back to Disney? Oh, Drew will be your third this year. I mean, we go pretty frequently, and people are like, how? Well, we're pass holders to Universal and to Disney, and we're in driving distance. So it's really just paying for a room and our food. Same thing. It makes me feel like a kid, and I like the movie magic of it all. That's unfortunately very true. That's unfortunately very true. And you know what's funny though? Is the ones that I've worked with on movies and the ones that I've met doing like film conventions and stuff like that when we were all guests, the older celebrities that really have probably done the most stuff, they're the nicest in general. It's the more young and up and comers and the ones in their prime that tend to be kind of jerks. Not universally, but kind of. You love Stallone and Rhinestone Cowboy. A dog. A dog. Oh, that he's trying to. No, I haven't seen that in a while. But great, now you know what's in my head is like a rhinestone cowboy. That's some Glenn Campbell. All right. You know what? Quietly, I did pre-order Pearl and was it Maxine from them, and I got to get X from somebody else because they're not doing it. Oh Lord, I could not do a Hallmark movie. And you know they film so many of those Hallmark movies about an hour or so away here in Dahlonega, Georgia. Listen to her over there. I love it.
It's easy watching.
Everyone hit the like button. How are we doing on that, by the way? Let's see. We're up to 67 likes. 91 watching. I guess a lot of more important channels are doing live streams tonight. I don't know who all is doing live streams.
What's more important than you?
Interesting. I haven't gotten any sponsors. Like I've had some people like email, but I'm so afraid. My buddy Daniel over at Cobwebs, like 4 or 5 months ago, he accepted a sponsorship, and somehow it led to him getting his channel hacked. And like now I'm like, whoa. Good. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. I have heard rumblings. I put in an email a little while ago. I don't know if they'll tell me, but I have heard that it's coming out on Criterion 4K in 2026 with brand new with Atmos audio and stuff. But I think it was good. There are things like I said that I thought the monster needed to be a little bit more of a monster instead of a pretty boy. But I thought it was good. I appreciate it, 77. Rockets Woodworking. He's got a channel right up there close to the size of mine. We're about the same. Beetlejuice, what's up, man? Nice. Yeah, that's the thing. And I always got to remember, and I always hate having to tell people so many times, like this and ring this bell and everything else, but people forget, right? And then it's like, well, I had somebody tell me the other day, oh, I didn't know I thought you stopped posting videos. It hadn't shown me one. And they're a subscriber. They're like, yeah, it hasn't shown me one of your videos in over a month. I'm like, wait, what? That's a must. I've got some old Walt Disney DVDs, but I don't have all of them. Yeah, Sam is cool. Little Sam. Why So Blue Tube channel icon in the house. You can't see Cruising with Elena's comments. That's interesting. Merry Christmas, Beetlejuice says. Jack says, look, $2 super chat says, look, it's okay to say I'm kind of a big deal. I have many leather-bound books, and my office smells of rich mahogany. some Ron Burgundy. I can't say I know any Brazilian horror movies off the top of my head. Hey, Nathan, call to stream. Oh, Nintendo World is super cool, man. It is super cool. And of course, Darkmoor. I did take a very big cinematic video of Darkmoor that I've got to edit and put up on the other channel, on American Vintage Adventures channel. Maybe I'll put it where the patrons and channel members here can also find it easy. But man, it's cool too, the Universal Monsters Land. I am definitely not an audiophile. Like, I mean, I like to have good audio, and I know how to run audio, hook audio up, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not like, you know, oh, I heard the decibel droppage at this frequency, this step down to this. Like, no, I'm not getting in that deep. Yeah, it's $900 for a renewal subscription to Vinegar Syndrome, and you get every movie they release for the year. And then you get 50% discounts on anything else. So I think it comes out to like, I think it's going to be 53 movies or 52 movies this year. So you got to figure it comes out to about $17 a movie. Nice. Yeah, my son just turned 15 a week ago today. And my daughter's 13 and a half, and we took them to Universal Epic Universe for the first time late October 24th. Quick little rundown there. They sure do. They sure do.
What happened to all the pictures?
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I try to make it worth it for everybody. I want everybody to have a good time and enjoy the content. Like I really do. Yo, Rainy Day Thrift Throwback, aka Throwback Cafe, Ben in the house. I keep forgetting to change it, your thing from Throwback Cafe to Rainy Day Thrift. So why so Blue Tube? We were going to go to California in January and go to Disneyland. But my children don't want to go. So I guess we're going to go on a cruise instead for our big vacation next year. We were going to go to Disneyland. So we were going to go in January. But now we're not. So now, I don't know when. But it doesn't open until September, so I would have missed it anyway. But that's very cool, the George Lucas Museum. I hadn't heard about that. Where is it at? I hadn't heard about that at all. Kane Hodder is super nice. That is when I realized how much bigger I am than actors. Because, right, he plays Jason and he looks so big. And the first time I met him, and I'm like this much taller. And this much wider. Like, the only Jason bigger than... The only actor I've met... I've met two actors taller than me I don't think either one of them were heavier, but two actors taller than me, and that was my buddy Tyler Main, who played Michael Myers in Rob Zombie's Halloween's, and Derek Mears, who played Jason in the remake. Both super nice guys. Derek Mears buying my movies, asking me to sign them. That was the coolest thing ever. He was the coolest dude, man. He was so supportive of everybody. I don't have the Blu-ray. I only have the DVD set. But I actually I think I'm going to do a top 10 Twilight Zone episodes, but I was going to save it for New Year's cuz that's when New Year's Eve, cuz that's when they do the Twilight Zone marathon usually on Sci-Fi. Slasher Queen with a $2 super chat. Thank you for being awesome. I appreciate that. I also love that Freddy thumbnail. Savini is a little intense. That's also true. That's part of there's some truth there. Brad says, just recently found your channel a couple months ago, and I've loved the content. Found some great movies I might not have found watching from Kentucky. All right, man. Well, you're not that far away from me. I've driven through Kentucky a lot. My son and daughter's mom is from Cincinnati, so I've been through Kentucky a lot. Yeah, and every time I think of Kentucky, though, I love the regional horror low budget movie from there from 1991, Haunted Ween, and they have that guy that's really playing up the Kentucky accent, and he talks like this the whole movie. The whole movie he talks like this, and we were laughing so hard every time he came on screen. We're like, oh, it's this guy. Every time he came on screen. And I know everybody doesn't talk like that. It's so funny. I still think Guillermo couldn't bring himself to make him look too monstrous. Because he loves him so much. He didn't want people to look at him and be repulsed or scared. I firmly believe that. He is a very nice guy. Well, I'm glad they're popping up on for some of you anyway. I'm Ron Burgundy. Smells of rich mahogany. That's cool. I'm going to have to look that up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Ninja Turtles box set. I ordered both. I ordered both artworks. I didn't need them, but I did it. Porky Mike Hunt. Guilty pleasure movie that everyone thinks is bad. His is Legend of Boggy Creek. Oh, gosh. I've probably got a lot of those. Oh man. I can't Well, I can tell you right off the top of my head, I don't hate Crystal Skull like everybody does. I have fun with that one. I like it's not a good movie, but I like Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. It's fun to watch. It's bad. I even think it's bad, but I still enjoy it. A lot of people don't like Stallone's Judge Dredd, but I really like it. So Tyler's very tall. Like like he's probably 4 inches taller than me. I mean, he was legit like with his shoes on 6'7". So he's probably like 3 inches, 4 inches taller than me. But like he's not like he used to be a lot bigger, but like he's not he's trimmed so far down. Like he probably weighs less than I do at like 250. He's probably not even 250. He used to be a lot bigger because he wrestled. His wrestle name was Big Sky at one time. Now, me and him could drink a lot of bourbon together at one time and eat a lot of pizza or chicken wings. I do not have the movie Shade. Oh, also red wine. He likes Apothic Red. And we would, yeah, we could consume some stuff. I love the Twilight Zone marathon too. I love the Twilight Zone movies. What's the last thing I watched? Shit, what was it? I just took it out and put it back up. Oh my god, I'm totally brain farting, like I'm having a seizure. A stroke. What did I just? Oh, Weird Science. Weird Science. And I'll tell you why. I'll let you in on a little spoiler alert. So as a little bit of different programming, I'm continuing on with my movies that made us, movies that defined certain decades stuff. And this weekend, I have the 10 raunchy comedies that defined the 1980s. And so I was doing a little watching to see how I wanted that list to shake out. Favorite genre? That's so hard. It's really whatever I'm in the mood for. But let me answer it like this. If I could make any movie, any type of movie I wanted, they were going to give me all the money in the world and I had to pick a genre, I'd pick like a historical adventure type movie to do. Like Indiana Jones. That's what I would make. If they gave me unlimited budget and said, you got to pick this genre, it'd be like historical adventure, action adventure. That's what I would do, probably. And if they said, here's all the money in the world, you have to remake a movie out there in the fantasy genre. You have to remake a movie that's already out there. It'd be The Keep. I'd redo and finish The Keep properly. So that doesn't really answer it, I know, but that's because it's so hard. Because if I'm really in the mood for horror, I love horror. If I'm probably gonna go to like 80s action and 80s comedies most of the time. 80s and 90s action and comedies most of the time. And horror. Like those just like on a given weekend growing up, I would have probably rented one from each of those genres. So it's so hard, man. Okay, you're the second person that told me it's High Noon in Outer Space. Oh, I love me some Freddy Krueger. First horror movie I ever saw. When it first hit VHS. The first one. Sup, Chase? Billy says, enjoyed your review of Frankenstein. Still need to see it, but I refuse to give Netflix money. I'm with you. I'm not a big Netflix fan either. So, Criterion, hopefully it does come out early next year. You know, somebody else mentioned Cinemassacre to me earlier, and I had not heard of Cinemassacre. It's not like an offense or anything. I had not heard of Cinemassacre until that person mentioned it, and then I looked, and if you go in the back end on your YouTube studio, it'll show you the top 15 channels, other channels that your channel watches. And Cinemassacre is always in like my top 7. So a lot of people that watch my channel apparently watch Cinemassacre. So I need to go check out some of his stuff. We didn't get to do it, man, because that week my son had a football game on Halloween night. So we did not get to do it. But we definitely got to get together with Chance and Jen and watch some movies. Yeah, the Thanksgiving horror movies definitely kicked up a little bit. It definitely kicked up, but it started out, I mean, bad. Oh, so, okay, spoiler alert. Another video that's coming for you guys this weekend. I don't know if it's going to be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I don't know which way I'm releasing these. Was the top 10 Thanksgiving TV specials. There's more than Garfield, for sure. Though Garfield's probably there. See, I don't hate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. You could put that one in a guilty pleasure, everybody else, because I like the time travel aspect. I mean, I was a history teacher, so anytime you get to go travel back in time and look at all that stuff, I kind of like it. It's not a good movie, though. Through the Portal of Time. I am the law! Adrian! When he's, oh man, that look when he's arm wrestling and over the top. Herman Munster. Oh, I love Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind needs a 4K. Gone with the Wind. Wait, you guys want to see controversial? Wait till I drop the video, the 15 best movies ever made. That might be on there. Probably is. Pretty high. Krull. That's got a new 4K. I need to get that. Oh, I just watched Zombies versus Werewolves. Or Strippers versus Werewolves laying in bed the other night on Tubi.
I mean, it'll be like 20 by 30, like in a poster board, and then it'll sit on the easel.
More lists, Beetlejuice says. List! Give me lists!
Into 5x7 cards for you guys.
Rest in peace to who?
And on the back of it is your team picture. So that you guys
I am going to get the Red Planet 4K. I did order that, though. I like found footage horror, depending. You know, I did my movie Realm of Souls is part found footage horror. Let's see. Let's see. I gotta be careful here. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's see. So if you go, it's on. So like my movie Realm of Souls, it's like one of those that's like, I guess, it's not all found footage. So like you actually see the people find footage and then they're reviewing back to the footage trying to figure out what happened to everyone. So like this is it on Tubi right here. And so we got to shoot in some really cool locations like Savannah and Bonaventure Cemetery and some supposed real haunted locations. We're basically, the group of us that disappeared is basically playing ourselves, right? Because we're supposed to be disappeared while we're making, this thing. So, like, these are all real places that we went to. So, like, I am not the biggest found footage fan overall, but I don't necessarily dislike found footage either. But trying to film in the streets of Savannah and everything else without people, like, so that it looks real without people stopping to get around you and everything else, not super easy to do. Not super easy to do. Oh, a Sherlock Holmes. I haven't seen that, man. I haven't seen that. I guess I'm out of touch. Ooh, yeah, I mean, our season would still be going if we hadn't lost. And so there's no telling how late we could play. Now, my son he's selected to an All-American tournament for one of the big recruiting services. You hear how they he's a 4-star recruit or a 3-star recruit. He's part of the On3 Rusty Manziel All-American tournament here, and that is the day after Christmas. It is the 26th, 27th, and 28th. Those are too easy. Those are very easy. I can make that now. I can make that now. Dino, what's up, man? I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Blessings to you as well. I know you got some beautiful fall scenery around you. Rank these 3 from favorite to least. Tales from the Dark Side, Creepshow 2. I would probably go Creepshow. Gosh, man. So here's the thing. I think Creepshow is better overall movie than Creepshow 2. But I grew up watching Creepshow 2 more often because it was on TV more often. But I'm going to say Creepshow, Tales from the Dark Side, Creepshow 2. I mean, how can you not love Over the Top? I have seen that. I have seen it. And interesting that it didn't work out the way he thought it would, did it? If he changed something. The first record film is scary. Pretty scary. Well, I appreciate you hanging around. Now, see, I gotta admit quietly, I don't know how I missed that movie. Is a blank spot for me, and I grew up in the right prime time for that. Now, had they put out Breakin' or or Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo or something, I was all over those. But Wild Style, I've never seen. I don't remember hearing of or anything. You know what? I haven't seen The Back Rooms, so I don't know. Just came back from vacation in Savannah. Yeah, oh man, it's been cold and rainy here, period, here in Georgia. Who's a better actor, Bautista or The Rock? Well, having seen part of The Smashing Machine, I would probably say The Rock. But I don't think either one of them are overly good. They still play versions of themselves. I think Dave Bautista has been better at selecting roles. Oh, you want another guilty pleasure movie? I liked Red 1. We all liked Red 1. in the house with The Rock last year and Chris Evans. We all had fun watching that. A video on top horror directors. I could do that. I could do that. Oh, I do like the intro music in Tales from the Dark Side. Oh, did I catch back up? Nice, William. Nice. But Drax doesn't take any acting range at all. Like none. And I love Drax. I loved him as Drax, but it doesn't take much ability at all. It did to me too, man. Everybody, like, we watched it and we knew people were like, "Oh, it's not good," and we all watched it. And even my kids, and they're teenagers, they're cynical. My son is, my daughter's not, but they both liked it. Everybody liked it. So I don't, Drax is funny, but Drax also had very talented, like, he had a very, like, you got Chris Pratt and Bradley Cooper lines to play off of. I got to get that from the Criterion Collection. I haven't watched it this year. It feels very fall, though. It feels very, very fall. Oh, look. With my movie, it's recommending that you may also like Paranormal Whacktivity, or The Demoness, or Portal. Interesting. Or The Stream. Keep your eyes closed. Enemy of the State is good. That's the one with Hackman and Will Smith, right? If I'm thinking correctly. Oh yeah, We're No Angels. Oh man, Mark, you didn't just see? I just did a top 15 noir films of all time list just a couple of days ago. Well, I just did a list a couple of days ago. So yeah, I actually also have a couple of other lists planned for November and December here of some black and white films, some classic films. But I just did a top 15 noir films. Plenty of black and white on there. Man, what is going on over here? It is very windy here. Oh, that's a car. I promise you I did it. It's right here somewhere. There it is. 15 best, or no, that's the Criterion. Oh, there it is. 15 best noir films. I haven't seen that. You talking about the Poughkeepsie tapes? I'm not as big of a Bogart guy as a lot of people are. You are going to see him on a couple of those other lists that I got coming, but I'm not as big on Bogey. I know my boy Brian over at The Last Movie Standing he is. Did I make a list of the best trilogies of all time? I have not done that. That sounds like a good January one. I've been trying to do to be honest with you guys, I think the list is coming out this weekend, the best Thanksgiving TV shows. That's probably going to be the last Thanksgiving list. That's probably going to be the last Thanksgiving related list. And then, we will probably move on and we'll start to dabble in some Christmas and holiday stuff, plus some other general stuff I have planned. I have a list, a documentary and list combo style video on movies that made us believe in magic. So that's going to be an interesting. That's a deep dive one I've been working on. But it's also partial list, kind of like my video, the movies that built horror. So it's a list and a kind of documentary style mixed together. So that one is kind of there. So lots of stuff coming, but I think that Thanksgiving one with the TV special is probably my last Thanksgiving related one for the season coming up. Yeah, Casablanca is one of Brian's favorite movies over at The Last Movie Standing. And, I have that one right here somewhere. I do love me some Barbara Crampton. Oh, let's see. You got From Beyond up and Reanimator up at the top of that. You got Chopping Mall. You got We Are Still Here. Oh, man. She's in Suitable Flesh. I'd have to really sit down and think about it with her. Different kind of magic, William. Different kind of magic. It is not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off of Nakatomi Plaza. I appreciate that. Like, I caught a lot of anger for my take on the Predator movie. Castle Freak is a real good one. Also, she's in Body Double. And I talked to her about that. She was actually supposed... There's a bunch of... she told me that there was a... more to that. Her scene, because she's just naked and she never says anything. Her husband... or he catches her with the guy at the beginning. And she's supposed to have... She originally had scenes where she talked to him and everything else and more stuff, and it just got completely cut out. Which happens. You weren't around in the 80s, you missed a good time. I'm not old enough to remember the 70s, but the 80s, you missed a good time. I appreciate that. It was like, maybe I'll do one of those videos like Brian did over at Last Movie Standing, where you basically read mean tweets, mean comments. Because, man, they can be entertaining. People get so bent out of shape. It's funny. Like, two people can listen to you say the same thing and hear something completely different. There was somebody I had to delete. If you saw today's Frankenstein video, I had to delete their comment because they started cussing and were getting so vile because they were attacking me for hating the movie. And I was like, did you watch the review? Like, what? But I didn't say everything in the movie was perfect, so I hated it, is what they said. You either like a movie all the way or you don't like it. I'm like, that's not how that works. Not considering Spielberg has said how involved he's going to be, and Chris Columbus, and they're saying that it's not going to be CGI Gremlins. If all those things are true, I'm good with it. Matt, thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I got a few more minutes myself, and I'll have to get off of here too, but we're going to have a little more fun for right now. Who are all these other dastardly people having live streams tonight? How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? This weekend, I won't. I doubt I'll get to see anything else. Part of my son's birthday present was we got him tickets to the Atlanta Falcons game on Sunday, so we're going to the Falcons game on Sunday, and we're decorating the house for Christmas on Saturday, and I'm watching my Georgia Bulldogs play Texas on Saturday night. So that's probably going to be my Saturday night. I got videos to finish, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, now I got to watch tonight. I'm going to watch Nightmare Alley. I want to watch the black and white version. I've never seen it, so I'm going to watch Guillermo del Toro's preferred version as my first watch. So... And I also need to finish watching The Watchmen, the Ultimate Cut, which I've never seen, and I have been watching it like a little bit here and there. Falcons are playing Carolina. Is it Carolina?
Yeah.
Carolina. I think ultimately Universal may buy them. NBC Universal. Comcast, Universal, whatever. They already have such a big partnership with them. Big time. They're in bed together big time. So that makes the most sense. I am from Georgia, born and raised and living in Georgia. So I am here. That doesn't surprise me. Get a little bit more stuff in there that he had to cut. The Running Man, I just can't make myself, I can't, like, and I don't dislike Glenn Powell, but man, like, Arnold, Glenn Powell. And like, I'm sitting here and I'm picturing Arnold having to fight his way out of these things, and I ain't picturing Glenn Powell having to do that, or being able to do that. I know that Glenn Powell was here not that long ago at halftime of a Georgia Bulldogs game that was a sellout, and they were filming scenes for his show, Chad Powers or whatever. It's like after Predator Badlands, I don't want to set myself up for more, like, are you going to sanitize and change and crap on, because I like the original Running Man. So I don't know. Like, why can't you just make something new? Man, I would give them, I'd pay $200 for that. I think it's the best war. I can't say movie, but I think it's better than Saving Private Ryan. like as an overall like World War II thing. And do you know a little bit of cool fun trivia? My movie Dark Road 79 was filmed just about a mile away from a lot of those filming locations when they were filming at what was supposed to be Currahee, Camp Toccoa. In that, we were in Toccoa, Georgia, and we were about a mile away from where they filmed all that. Staying on location. Give me offensive back. Give me all the offensive. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to think of their movies right off the top of my head. I'm trying to think if I have any. I mean, well, I mean, I've got Dracula, which is not the best version of Dracula. Trying to think of what else I have. Well, so there's Ilsa. I think he did Ilsa, the Wicked Warning, the Wicked Warden. I don't think he did Harem Chic. I'm relatively sure he did not do the first one of those. Let's see. What do I have? I'm looking at what I have in my collection of his. I got Count Dracula. I got Wicked Warden. I've got Mansion of the Living Dead. I did not buy Thong Girls, but that was a recent release. Did he do... Now I'm not going down in my mind. Like, I've just started cataloging all my stuff. No, I guess he did that one. I mean, I happen to like, he's a boundary, that Jess is a boundary pusher. He's got his little dirty side. Nothing wrong with that. That's what he became sort of known for. I guess that's the only ones I have. The only 4 that I have. Nope, I got Vampires Lesbos. I got the indicator of that. Netflix would be the worst. Netflix would be the worst. It needs to be. I hope it's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers already has deals with them. They do Groove, that website, together. Warner Brothers has stuff in Universal's parks. They're expanding all that kind of stuff together, so it just makes sense. I hope it's that. Man, I love Son-in-Law. Like, I had to do my Lane Smith. Now, let's munch on some grindage. Oh. So don't harsh my gig too hardcore, Custer, buddy. And listen, Carla Gugino is in that movie. And as a general rule, I'm not a brunette guy ever. But Carla Gugino is beautiful. She's always been beautiful. And she is a good actress. And she's really good in that movie, too. Like, that's a well-acted comedy. That is one that would be great on 4K because all the farm landscapes and everything else, and it has beach landscapes in California to start with, would be a gorgeous 4K. I like that. If I ever do a video where I rank the Dracula movies, Bela Lugosi's will not be. It won't be number one. I can tell you that. Oh, I had Thanksgiving at what did I have? Thanksgiving on my horror Thanksgiving list at like number 7. 7. I mean, you know, you got he's basically a sock puppet, right? 100%. Like anybody that, I mean, because like, you know, you're like, I was in high school when he was popular and stuff, or graduated high school when he's popular. Like everybody around that age, like he was popular. You're lying if you said he wasn't. Oh crap! In all of his stuff, he's like cheek chillers. You likes, hates. He's just wearing chaps with nothing under him. He's just got some assless chaps on. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Guys Night Lab. Gonna do a commentary on Son-in-Law for my Thankful for Thanksgiving episodes. Love it. Yeah, I think. Oh, Biodome. Of course I have. Come on, man. Look, they're sitting there eating food and farting and see if the other can guess what they ate by how it smells. You don't get more peak cinema than that, right? We can dance if you want to. You can leave your guess. Come on. Biodome is funny. I don't even think there's a. I don't even think there's a Blu-ray of that. Carla Gugino can. She does a good job in everything she's in. She always has. She's in Watchmen. She's really good. She was in Entourage. She was in the show that I really like, Californication. She's good in everything, man. Sin City, she's in. Gerald's Game, she's in. There is nothing that she's in that she doesn't do a good job with. It's kind of like I said with Charles Dance today in the Frankenstein. Like, dude could read the phone book and elevate a scene. He's that good. Like, she's that good. Hey, Harley Boo with the Elvira photo. Thank you. I appreciate that. Encino Man is probably my favorite too. Because I remember my grandmother, I was like 15 when that came out, I guess. And me and my grandmother went and saw that because my grandmother would watch anything. Like she used to watch the horror movies when I first started making them. But we went and saw that movie together, and we actually saw it twice. And so I always remember that. And that's another one that needs a 4K. Me and her used to go to the movies all the time, like, because when I was in 3rd grade, right before she passed away, she gave me a letter that I wrote to myself in like 1st grade or 3rd grade, where I said that I wanted to grow up and write stories and make movies, and I wanted to play at football at University of Georgia and play in the NFL and be a historian and adventurer like Indiana Jones. Well, I've made movies professionally and written professionally. I played football at University of Georgia, didn't make it to the NFL. And being a history teacher was as close as I could get to Indiana Jones. But, you know, right before she passed away, she gave me that letter back. But she used to take me to the movies a lot. We used to go to the movies and rent movies. That's all we had money to do. There was a dollar theater, right, at the time. And we would go see movies once I got a little older. And, hell, we went and saw that. We went and saw Crimson Tide. She took me to see My Father the Hero. Tons of movies. So yeah, I remember that one though because we saw it twice. We just stayed and went and saw it again. Biodome is fun. I like Showgirls. I had a whole video. If you go into my back catalog, Crystal, you'll see I tried to start doing a series of videos called Midnight Movies with Chase. And I did one on Showgirls. And it was one of the worst videos like on my channel. It got ad restricted. There was like 29 unsubscribers because I said I liked that movie. But I like Paul Verhoeven, and I actually think that they hammed it up. I think the performance you got is exactly what he wanted. Excess and over the top, just like Vegas. Gerard Depardieu. The funniest thing in that's when she's telling everybody he's not her father but her boyfriend, and they're so appalled. And then he goes over there and starts playing a song and singing a song on the piano, Thank Heaven for Little Girls, and they all want to kill him. Thank you, Harley. I appreciate that, Harley Boo. Versace. She's actually, Elizabeth Berkley has started a clothing line that she's just running with that and calling it Versace. B-Maggot, it's because they are uncultured swine. Oh my. He said nobody ever talks about Biodome. Because they're uncultured swine. Showgirls is sleazy fun. My Father the Hero is very fun. And that is actually the movie that connected me and Brian from the last movie Standing very early on in my channel, because he stumbled on one of my videos and he didn't expect someone like me to like that movie so much. And so he started messaging me and talking to me. And I'm like, I like all kinds of movies, which is hard for people too, because I'm the guy, I say it all the time, I'm the guy that'll put in one of these horrible low-budget B-movie Vinegar Syndrome films and enjoy it, and then put in Lay Samurai and enjoy it, and then watch Breakfast Club and follow that up with Biodome and Encino Man and enjoy them all equally. I like all kinds of movies. Groot, what's up, man? A $5 super chat. He says, been out of town. I got to play catch up on your videos. Glad you caught the tail end of it, but I appreciate the $5 super chat, my friend. Yep, got just a couple more minutes and we're on here. I appreciate it. Glad you're back in town. And I always love your little avatar because that is the Mummy, which, by the way, we're getting a new Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser in it. And what's her name that played Eve? I just totally blanked on her name. They're both in it. Both signed on and doing it. I am so excited. Take my money now. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, those videos like that were something that were on my mind last year, but I didn't feel like I had the reach to do them. And so I've been thinking about doing them for a year. And I have a couple coming for Christmas time as well. And then that got me into being able to do a little bit more retrospective type videos. So that's where the one where the movies that used to make us believe in magic video is going to come in and stuff like that. So I appreciate that. Those videos are a lot of work. They're a lot of work. So I'm glad they're resonating with people. Oh, I like Short Circuit better than WALL-E, too. Yes, She's Out of Control with Tony Danza.
Oh, I love that.
Risha loves that. That has the girl who also plays in another movie that I love, Miracle Beach. Oh God, her dad was the drummer for the Monkees or something like that. I just totally blanked on her name too, but she's the girl in that. Nope, you're not alone. Showgirls. The awesome Vinegar Syndrome 4K is unbeatable for Showgirls. That's it. Like, you got to mix it up. Like, I would be Rachel Weisz. Thank you. I just totally blanked on her name. Yeah, you got to have some variety. Like, I mean, now I will get in like grooves, like where, like I'm in the mood for a bunch of this type of horror movie, or I'm in the mood for a bunch of this type of comedy, or I'm in a mood for a bunch of Eddie Murphy films, or I'm in the mood for, this or that, and I'll kind of like watch a bunch in a group, but like most of the time it's like mix it up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for the Mummy. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I think that movie, if they do it well, I'm a big Fraser fan. Brendan Fraser, like going back, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I've always been a Brendan Fraser fan." Go back, Blast from the Past. I love that movie. It's a great rom com with him and Alicia Silverstone. But go back to School Ties. It's one of the first things I saw him in. Of course, he was in Encino Man too, but School Ties. Go watch that. He's the star in a movie that has a young Matt Damon in it. School Ties is incredible. Great fall movie, too. Great fall movie to watch around this time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Captain Ron and Overboard, both great. Both need 4Ks. Captain Ron didn't even have a Blu-ray, to my knowledge. I love the scene in Captain Ron where Martin Short and his wife get stuck in the shower and it's filling up with water and her ass is pressing up against the glass and Kurt Russell's out there and he knows he's got to like get him out of there. Travis, I appreciate that, man. A $5 super chat says, just showing some love from North Carolina. Don't beat us up too bad on Sunday. Man, the Carolina killed Atlanta earlier this year. Atlanta's got bad coaching, good players, bad coaching. You know that because they can go out and dog walk a team like the Eagles and the Buffalo Bills, and then lose 38-0 to Carolina. That's your poorly coached team. Crystal says, "Yay, Rashette was great in that movie." Yeah, Rachel Weisz. Mummy 4, Gremlins 3, Shrek 5, Devil Wears Prada 2, Thing 2. What in the wide world of sports is going on here? Now, look, Carpenter says he's doing Thing 2, so in Carpenter, I'll trust if he does it. If somebody else does it, that means we're probably actually going to know the ending officially, finally. And because I'm hearing Kurt Russell, those two are going to be in it, him and Keith David. Oh, that's awesome, Devin Trey after Devin Sawa and Trey Parker. Love it. With those two, I'm trusting. I mean, I'm a Spielberg guy. Bedazzled. Good movie. Also stuck on DVD, I believe. I think there might be an out-of-print Blu-ray. Yes, it was, Groot. A lot of his are stuck there. He's the one that's on the video saying he's going to do it from the other day, from like a week or so ago. It's him saying he's going to do it. Whether he does it or not, we'll see. I don't think The Thing is either one of them. I did my whole deep dive on The Thing. If you guys want a real retrospective on The Thing, nobody watched it. It's like one of the worst performing videos, and man, did I put some work on that thing. But I don't think either one of them are The Thing. I don't think either one of them are. Oh, Girls Just Want to Have Fun is another good one. Oh, Rebel Without a Cause, the one guy dancer that comes swinging around the pole through the paper streamer thing that they have up there, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Well, that's the thing. I mean, they could live for hundreds of years. We don't know. I mean, shit. I'm still alive, and I was old enough to see that at the movies when it came out. Yes, she was. All right, everybody, we are over 2 hours. I am going to get off here and save my voice a little bit more. I've been having some sniffle problems and all that kind of stuff, and I want to keep my voice okay because I got a couple of videos to record, and get off here and try to relax a little bit tonight. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me so much. You know, like, share, all that stuff. I appreciate y'all being here and hanging out with me so long. Thank you all so much for the super chats and just being here and talking. I really do appreciate it. Everybody that's been here the whole time. And, you know, got a lot of good stuff coming this weekend. Don't forget about it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably going to get a new video. And some big ones coming. And hope you enjoy them. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Talk to me, message, comment, and I'll be there to talk to you. And take care, good night, and enjoy your weekend. And, you know, be kind, rewind like always. I'll see you real soon. Bye.